What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 48 and we start today's episode off again against Manchester United here at Carrow Road in the Barclays Premier League, and this is a huge game because all through the season I have been saying the same thing. Can we get to the Champions League? Yes, we can get to the Champions League. I do believe we can get to the Champions League, but if we want to get to the Champions League, well, we've got to win these games. Coming up against Manchester United here at Carrow Road, they're currently sitting in 6th place, and as you'll see by the league table in just a moment's time, we have the exact same amount of points. We have the exact same record in terms of wins, draws and losses, 11, 5, 6, but they have a better goal difference by 8, I think it is. I think they've got 15 and we've got 7. So if we want to get to the Champions League, we have got to win these games, get a better record than these teams and set ourselves apart. But we did come into this game with a bit of confidence because Ben Amos was starting to goal for United, and no disrespect, but he is nowhere near the quality of David De Gea, and I'm not sure where Lindegaard is. I think he's actually a Barcelona in the game, believe it or not. So I came into this game full of confidence, and we almost took the lead in the 4th minute, but Ben Amos surprisingly did make a decent save there, and Redmond's half volley went over the bar. But in the 10th minute, Leroy Fer collected the ball, gave it to Anthony. Anthony played a wonderful ball through, but it was cut out. It came straight back to him, and the second time he played the ball through to Nathan Redmond, it wasn't cut out. Redmond went one-on-one and finessed it into the corner. So Redmond gets his 7th goal of the season in the 11th minute and makes it 1-0 to Norwich here at Carrow Road. So as I said, these games we have to win, and we were winning, and in the 12th minute it could have got even better when Anthony was played through here, skipped past Darren Fletcher, used his pace to get around the Scottish midfielder, took aim from a tight angle, but again Ben Amos makes a decent save, keeps the score at just 1-0. But yeah, we did win a corner from that. Anthony's shot was well saved by Amos at the near post, but we did win a corner, and it was eventually crossed in by Andros Townsend towards the centre, towards Sebastian Bassong. His header was cleared away, but it came to Gary Hooper, takes a touch, and on the half volleys takes aim, and it's just wide of the post, so very unlucky from Hooper, but it's still 1-0. And in the 34th minute, United came through with virtually their first chance of the half. Wayne Rooney finds Ashley Young here, and I have literally no idea what I was doing. I slid about 5 times in that passage of play, and not once did I even get close to the ball. Ashley Young has a simple tap in from close range and makes it 1-1 here. But a few minutes afterwards, Jack Butland throws the ball out to Leroy Fer. Fer chips the ball over the top to Gary Hooper. What a ball it was. Hooper on the half volley takes aim, and again Ben Amos makes a good save. So there was me thinking he'd be terrible, he'd be the weak link for United, but he was actually their best player as things stood. So still 1-1, but United didn't really clear the ball very well because Wayne Rooney gave the ball away to Ross Barkley here. It came to Anthony, he played a wonderful through ball to Gary Hooper, takes aim and just puts it past Ben Amos. Really good finish, wonderful ball as well, and that makes it 2-1 to Norwich just before half time. So fantastic way to get ourselves back in front here, but literally straight from kickoff United came through here. Antonio Valencia found Phil Jones, a wonderful ball through to Alex Song, and the former Arsenal and Barcelona midfielder crosses the ball in, and Shinji Kagawa outjumps Chris Smalling. Yes, that's right, I said that right. Was that right? Kagawa outjumps Smalling. Yes, Kagawa outjumps Smalling and puts the ball into the back of the net. Yeah, quite confusing. Puts the ball into the back of the net. So Norwich 2, Manchester United 2. And in the 55th minute, Kagawa came through again and won another header. Played the ball through to Alex Song. He found Kagawa, this time using his feet, and this time put the ball wide. Really good chance, and he misses it. We made a double substitution soon after that. Sharp and Jennings came on here, and we won a free kick in the 59th minute. Billy Sharp, the substitute, was standing over it. We decided to give it an A from Redmond. Redmond crosses the ball in towards the centre. It's towards the head of Chris Smalling. He wins the header. Great save by Ben Amos. Then a great block, and then Bassong's shot was well saved by Amos. What a game the goalkeeper was having. You see there, we had 10 shots, most of them on target, but Amos was playing out of his skin. But in the 63rd minute, Leroy Fer collected the ball here, took it past Phil Jones, went down the left hand side here, used his pace to get around the man. Nice step over, cuts past Johnny Evans, plays the ball through to Billy Sharp, the substitute, and he finishes the ball brilliantly well. That's his 9th goal of the season. I know some of you guys think I should play either Lucy over Sharp or Sonogo over Sharp, but this guy, he always scores goals. You know, he literally always scores goals when you put him in the team, and he's such a clinical finisher. I've got no reason to take him out. So still 3-2 here, but in the 77th minute, United came through here. Really good chance. Antonio Valencia chips it into Kone off the bench, but his shot goes wide of the post. Really good chance for United's new number 7. But United made a double substitution here. Cleverley and Van Persie for Rooney and Song, and we also brought Oda Lucy on for, I can't remember who came off in this game. game. I think it might have been Hooper, but Odelusi came on regardless, and from the corner, United's last chance went there when the corner was cleared by Butland. The ball came through to Nathan Redmond, a really slow counter-attack, but eventually it came to Billy Sharp. Sharp crossed the ball into the far post. Barkley's header, what a save by Amos again, and well, after such an awesome game, despite letting in 3 goals, he was arguably United's best player. Ben Amos makes one great save and then a calamitous piece of goalkeeping. If it wasn't for Odelusi's touch, it probably wouldn't have gone down as an own goal, but even so, Odelusi, the sub, makes it 4-2, and it's all about the substitutes. Sharp and Odelusi come off the bench, both get a goal each, and that is why we win the game by 4-2. So defensively, not amazing. Still surprised that Smalling, 6'4", Chris Smalling, was beaten in the air by 5'7" Kagawa, but even so, is he 5'7" or 5'8", around that height? But even so, how Smalling lost that jump, I do not know. That was terrible. But a 4-2 victory. Odelusi, Sharp, Hooper and Rem with the goals, and we collected 3 points. As I said, we need to win those games, and we won it, so I'm very pleased indeed. But we had a transfer for Jack Butland here. It was Hanover for 1.5 million. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about it mainly because, I think that's about how much we've signed him for, and he's worth less than that, and he hasn't grown a single rating. But I thought, nah, I want to keep hold of him, so he stays, and there you go. A transfer offer also came in for Declan Rudd. He's one of our third choice goalkeepers, 66 rated. It's 150 grand from Birmingham. It's about half his valuation, but even so, he's not a good goalkeeper, so he can go, and we'll just collect the money because he's out of contract in the summer anyway, so we might as well cash in on him now. And yeah, Chelsea come back to us here and say that they're not going to let us take Nathan Ake on loan because we accidentally put in a £0 future fee. I didn't mean that. I said that in the last episode. I didn't mean it. It was just an accident. So as you see here, I didn't touch it this time, and we try and get him on loan because I know all about him. I'm sure you guys know all about him. He's apparently the next David Luiz, which is not a bad comparison really, but he still looks like a very solid centre-back. I'd imagine he's got mid-80 potential, at the very least low 80 potential, because he is a pretty hot young talent, and yeah, he looks like he's got some decent stats, and he looks like he's got that kind of he looks like he's one of those centre-backs that plays out from the back, if you know what I mean. He's not one of those ruthless centre-halves that just gets the job done and hoops it forward. He sort of plays out and plays nice from the back. So yeah, that could be a good sign if we try and change our philosophy. But anyway, we do take on Chelsea for the second leg of the Capital One Cup semi-final. Guess who was starting at centre-half? Nathan Ake, alongside his mentor, David Luiz. So it was going to be an interesting centre-back partnership there. We'd look to exploit that kind of, I wouldn't say weak partnership, but a sort of a high attacking mentality centre-back partnership. But anyway, we had a 2-1 lead coming into this game, so we were full of confidence here. All we had to do was keep a clean sheet and we'll be going through. But we almost took the lead in the 4th minute. I think it was Redmond that came through, but his shot was well saved by Sirigu. But still 0-0. And in the 18th minute, Kevin De Bruyne took aim from range, but it was a simple save for Jack Butland. Butland throws the ball out towards Odelusi here. We go on a counter. Odelusi gives it to Anthony. Anthony skips past his man. You see, this is what I'm talking about. See how far David Luiz is up the pitch there? He's nowhere in sight, and when the cross comes in, it's a free header for Odelusi, and that is all because David Luiz is out of position. That's exactly why I don't tend to like those centre-backs, but they do have a good side to their game, and that is that they can play out from the back and score some nice goals as well. So that's why I don't tend to like those centre-backs, but I'd like to try one anyway. So there you go. It was David Luiz at fault for that goal, and we were 1-0 up thanks to the man of the moment. That is Odelusi, who just can't stop scoring at the moment. 1-0 here, and in the 27th minute here, Chelsea had a good chance to equalise. Benteke skips past his man and rifles it in off the post. Great finish by the former Villa striker, and the Belgian puts the ball into the back of the net. So Benteke with a good finish puts Chelsea back into the tie, 1-1 here. On aggregate, it was 3-2, so Chelsea right back in it. And in the 47th minute, Jack Butland had to be on form to make a great save from Kevin De Bruyne to make sure we would still be in the lead on aggregate, and it was still 1-1. But in the 53rd minute, Chelsea came through again. Ramirez rolls it through to Mata. What a chance for Juan Mata, and he hits the post. Real good chance for the Spaniard. Should have took it, and he didn't. But from that, we count the pitch here. Odelusi rolls it through to Anthony down the left-hand side, skips past Nathan Ake, gets past David Luiz as well. Real good chance for Anthony, 1-on-1, but his shot is well saved by Sirigu. He's been such an inconsistent striker, but even so, great save by the goalkeeper, and it's still 1-1. But in the 67th minute, again, Chelsea centre-backs all over the place. Anthony rolls the ball through to Odelusi. Chelsea caught out with their high press from the defenders. Odelusi comes through, and a man of the moment scores again. His 3rd goal in 2 games, his 2nd of the game. Real good finish by our number 26, and that makes it Norwich 2, Chelsea 1, and on aggregate it was Norwich 4, Chelsea 2. So Chelsea had to score another 2 goals in this game, or else they'd be going out. And we were playing so well. Odelusi had a great chance here as he skipped skip past Nathan Ake, went 1-on-1. Could he get his hat-trick against Sirigu? Unfortunately, the goalkeeper stands strong and manages to put the ball over the bar. Really good save, and from the resulting corner... and Josh Townsend crossed the ball in towards Sebastian Bassong, and it's cleared off the line by Ramirez. So still 2-1 here, and he sees Chelsea have the last chance of the game. In the 73rd minute, Willian down the right hand side here, gets past Olsen, plays it through to Mata. Mata finds was it Benteke or Jackson Martinez, I think it was, but his acrobatic kick goes wide, and the game finishes 2-1. So a 4-2 win in aggregate, and we are through to the Capital One Cup final for the second consecutive year. A really strong victory against Chelsea over 2 legs, and we are through to the Capital One Cup final. We'll be trying to retain it against Manchester City. Again, we are taking on City for the second consecutive year in a Capital One Cup final, and hopefully, touch wood, we will have the second consecutive Capital One Cup victory over them as well. So that'll be great news for us. But Chelsea said Nathan Ake was terrible in that game, so we'll go ahead and let you have him. So Ake comes in, didn't play very well in that game, but even so I'd like to try him. So Nathan Ake comes in, that's great news for us. And the last thing you'll see is us get a transfer offer, I think it is. Oh no, a player sold. Declan Rugg goes to Birmingham, and we also see Ryan Bennett says he wants to be put in the team more. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, so that's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. A reminder, my new Ultimate Team series started this morning. I'll leave a link to that if you want to watch it, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode, hopefully tomorrow evening.